Hi Scorpio, welcome to your April 2021 Astrology and Tarot reading. So Scorpio, there's a full moon this month in your sign, and the first half of the month is very much focused on your choices, what you choose to do each day for your body, for your mind, for your soul, for your work, what you're working towards, how you treat your body, how you work with your body. The second half of the month is primarily focused on your relationships, your romantic relationships, your committed relationships, your partnerships, and also how you define yourself within these. Because there's a full moon in your sign this month, I suggest that you have something for yourself this month that is only yours. Something personal to you, something that you're working on for you. Mars is your traditional ruler, and it is in the sign of Cancer, which is to do with foreign travel, higher self, expansion, higher education, that type of thing. So put your energy towards something that makes you feel expansive, makes you feel excited, maybe planning a holiday, planning a trip, making a vision board, learning more about the law of attraction, learning about the universe, learning about religions, that type of thing. But don't start fights. Don't get into arguments with Mars here, because it can be pretty explosive. It can be arguments about religion or politics or all that different sort of stuff that can really get flamed up quite quickly. And this month can be really beautiful if you don't get caught up in drama, right? So, at the beginning of the month, Aries season, there's a new moon in your 6th house of habit. It's a wonderful time to start a new fitness regime, eat healthier food, look after your body, practice yoga, get your body moving. You'll want to get your body moving, or else you'll feel stuck in your own body if you don't. You need to be moving, exercising, that type of thing, grooving, dancing like nobody's watching, that kind of thing. Or just dance in front of people, it doesn't matter. Do what you want to do. The new moon in Aries is an interesting one because the traditional ruler of Aries and of yourself is Mars, and Mars is actually trining Jupiter at that time. And when Mars is trining Jupiter, there's a beautiful energy of stamina, of expansiveness, of feeling like whatever you start at that time for yourself, you can really keep going. And Jupiter is in your 4th house, Mars is in your 8th. Very intimate, private sectors. So if you maybe want to start something new with a partner, there's a time to do it. There's a time to couple up in some way this month to make your relationships more solid. Venus moves into your opposite sign, meaning relationships likely become more committed. They become more exciting as well because Uranus is there. You guys have exciting new beginnings if you're in a relationship. If you're not in a relationship, it looks like late April, May may be the time when you could find someone who's a bit more solid for you, someone that you would see more long-term potential with. Relationships deepen, and you also notice this month that you're more like a Taurus, and you want to buy yourself beautiful things. You want to invest in your clothes and your furniture. You want to invest, Page of Pentacles, in yourself. And with Mars there, you also want to invest in learning. You want to expand your mind. You want to take that course, write that book, expand yourself. The new moon in Aries is a wonderful time to begin a new venture of some kind, to start something for yourself, or to fall in love, to fall deeper in love. There's a childlike energy with Aries season that is so beautiful and so fresh. For a lot of you, it looks like there is a new beginning around the new moon that is good for your money and it's good for your heart. And it's a new start. Pages are always a new start. So for those of you that are looking for a new job, this could be it. It could allow you to work with your heart a little bit more. For those of you that are entering a new relationship, that could be very exciting. As I said, Mars, your ruler, connects with Jupiter. Nine of Cups. The wish fulfillment card. Make a wish around that new moon for something special, especially if it's a baby that you want, or a new love that you want, or a new home that you want. You're ready for that, whatever it is. You're ready for that, something solid, something meaningful. Even if you can't quite see how it's going to work yet, how it's going to pan out, even if you don't have all the information, even if you don't have all the facts, Queen of Swords, it'll be fine. The Hierophant. Your mind is on what you can commit to. Your mind is on commitment in general. Starts off in work. Your focus is on work, it's on your body, it's on looking after yourself, it's getting healthy, it's getting fit, it's keeping your mind occupied. And then in the second half of the month, you want to celebrate your commitments. You want to get engaged, you want to get a house, you want to get engaged, you want to get a house, or you just want to fall deeper in love, or you just want to talk about the future, you want to plan a trip, all these beautiful things. And don't worry if you don't have someone in mind to share those things yet with, Scorpio. If you're sure that's what you want, the Aries new moon is a wonderful time to set that intention. But for a lot of you, romantically, you're getting really very serious if you're in a relationship, or if you're looking for one. Ace of Swords. That full moon in your sign is making you very sure about what it is that you want in this life. Its connection to Mars only makes it more clear that you're ready to move into a new phase of your life with more optimism and more adventure than you have done in a while, which is nice for you. It's nice for you to get out of that comfort zone. So let's break it down. The beginning of the month with the Aries new moon, you're starting a habit. You're starting a new workout regime. You're taking your vitamins. You are walking every day. You're tracking your steps. You're tracking your calories. You're tracking your meditation. You're engaging in mindfulness. You're noticing the smell of the flowers, noticing spring. You're wanting to be present. It's very important actually in the beginning of the month that you're present, that you have this faith in new beginnings, and that you're open as well to learning, and also mostly, Scorpio, to being taught. A Scorpio learning something, my, you need to really respect the person you're learning from, or you struggle with it. Or is that just me? I always find with Scorpios that you really need to have a strong level of respect for the person that's teaching you, because you don't want to listen to someone you don't respect. You know what I mean? And if you do find yourself listening to people you don't respect, in that they're criticizing you in a way that's not helpful, I would seriously suggest seeking the advice of someone in your life that you really do know and trust. Because if you feel like you're coming up against that negative voice in your head, or that negative self-talk, or even that negative criticism around you, if you talk to someone that you love and trust, just them laughing at it, their laughter can make you feel a lot better, you know? Because Scorpios don't like being laughed at, but they certainly like it when their fears that are hurting them can be laughed at by somebody that they love and trust. It's a bit of a release. So for you, if you do feel like there's been a buildup of a negative habit, a negative routine, this new moon is your reset. And it's beautiful with the Page of Cups, because that's a kind of drunken love feeling. That's kind of an excitement. And it's interesting because Mars is in your 8th house and it's squaring off with Neptune in your 5th. So in terms of love, romance and merging, you can have a little bit of anxiety. You can have a little bit of fear. Or because there's a duality involved, you know, Gemini is the twins, Pisces is the two fish, you can choose to step into fear, or you can choose to step into this feeling of faith, right? You have that choice. It's very clearly defined for you here. Here is the 9 of Cups, that beautiful optimistic wish fulfillment. This is all happening as it should energy. And then on the other side of this 2 of Swords, there's the Queen of Swords. Anxious, wanting to cut people off, wanting to sting people, wanting to fight back with people who are saying stupid stuff, that kind of thing. You're caught in the middle whenever Mars and Saturn square each other. I would choose this because what's coming to you in Taurus season is a lot of beautiful energy in your love life, in your partnership life, in your sector of merging, be it through a contract. Maybe you're celebrating a new contract that you're signing. Maybe you're celebrating a new relationship. Maybe you're celebrating the next stage of a relationship. But whatever it is, Scorpio, Taurus season is bringing you a lot to celebrate and a lot to be excited for and to connect with emotionally. Because with Mars being in a water sign, you feel more of a flow. You feel like you can flow with the ideas, with the good feelings, with the optimisms, with the adventurous spirit that you possess. And the full moon in your sign trining your ruler Mars, albeit obviously it's opposing Uranus, which is opposite you. The more adventurous that you can get, the more you can tap into that adventurous energy, the more you'll stay out of trouble, the more you can be open-minded and stay optimistic about your next adventure, because there is an adventure here. You know, the Knight of Cups is you being able to ride into something new with excitement and with faith, because he couldn't do that on his horse. He couldn't be leaning all the way back if he didn't trust his abilities and the horse. There's trusting both here, and he's raising his cup to celebrate something. By the end of the month, there is something to celebrate. So if you're feeling a little bit confused at the moment, or you feel like not much is happening for yourself, just remember that the routines that you build in Aries season will pay off. In fact, if you set an intention for what you really want on the new moon in Aries, you might actually find there's a celebration and a manifestation as soon as the full moon in your sign, around the 27th, 28th of April. So that is something to bear in mind. For a lot of you, when you decide to get serious about something in your life or someone, be it a person, be it a path, with the Two of Swords and the Queen of Swords here, it usually comes after a period of discernment, of really thinking about worst case scenarios, of really going through the problems. And some Scorpios, because your 8th house, you have to have some kind of psychological breakthrough before you really experience the feeling. I don't know what it is. I think it's an eighth house personality thing. I think it's also a Scorpio personality thing. Usually when something is about to feel really good, a Scorpio has to go through some kind of breakthrough where they figure something out about themselves, or they figure something out about the other person, or they just figure something out, you know. You're going to be privy to so much information and so much awareness of your own self, of your own psychology. Mars and the true node in Gemini have done that. They have shown you the type of intimacy you want. They've shown you the type of breakthrough you need. They've shown you every issue that you possess mentally or emotionally that has been holding you back, that's been blocking your wishes, especially if your wishes involve sharing in any capacity, whether it's sharing money, whether it's sharing romance, whether it's sharing feeling. The North Node and Mars connecting have really pushed your buttons to see what type of stuff you're dealing with underneath. And that full moon in Libra at the end of March was pretty much the same. It was exposing some trapped feelings within you. For a lot of you that are in a long-term relationship, it really looks like it might get very serious, whatever this is. 3 of Cups and the Knight of Cups and the Hierophant. It could be, as I say, moving to the next level. It could be for a lot of single Scorpios that in Taurus season, you meet somebody who is next level, you know, because that's cuffing season. Venus in Taurus is the time when people want to get into relationships, but especially you because it's your 7th house. And whatever this next stage of a relationship is, you might have to go through a little bit of your own personal psychology first before you get there. Now, in terms of work, your career, it looks like you're looking for an answer in career, and you're kind of wanting that whatever this next chapter is in career and work that's happening, because that new moon in Aries is ushering it in, you do want to move on from who you've been before. You know, I do think for a lot of you, this could be leaving a role, this could be accepting a new job that's quite different, or accepting some kind of job or progression that, as I said, requires you to learn, but also you just want to be a new version of yourself. You want to be someone who is in love with what they do and who doesn't really get involved with other people's drama, you know? A lot of you want to really keep yourself to yourself in your next chapter career-wise, and I think that's very wise. But you still want to be someone who's more receptive, more personable, but a little bit more detached. That's the Aquarian energy for you, going on in the background. The thing about Jupiter and Saturn being in Aquarius being a social sign, but for you, that is your 4th house, you want to keep a little bit of a distance from people socially, you know? You don't want to get so involved in other people's issues, especially not in work. You want to create healthier habits for yourself. You want to feel emotionally connected to what you're working at, not who you're working with, is what I'm kind of getting. And I think that's going to serve you quite well because you're going to be able to draw boundaries. And with those boundaries, you're going to be able to progress more. A lot of you that are in a relationship with an air sign, I feel after a bit of confusion, you will know where you stand with this person 100%, or they will have the answers they need in their personal life if you're already in a relationship with them. Some of you might have cut off an air sign though, that's not good for you. And they, if possibly unwanted, could be sort of trying to put themselves back into your life. And I don't think you're going to want that. I think with an air sign person in your life, you're going to receive information you need that has been withheld for you so that you can go to the next step, whatever that means for you. But let's do some animal spirit cards for Scorpio and see what we get for April 2021, because that 9 of Cups, that wish fulfillment that makes your heart happy, is beautiful. So the raccoon, I like this. I like this a lot. This is another story. Page of Cups, the moon, the Page of Pentacles, and the raccoon. That actually rhymed, didn't it? Maybe some of you are poets. Some of you have been hiding a talent that you've not been showcasing. You've not been able to show it for whatever reason, but it's time to come out of the shadows a little bit with that. So maybe it's that you have a secret talent for singing, or you have a talent for speaking, or you have a talent for tarot, or whatever it is. With Mars being in Cancer, use your voice. Don't be afraid to showcase what you have. Come out of hiding. Don't be afraid to showcase what you feel. It may also be that if you're a Scorpio who's single, there could actually be somebody in the shadows who would like to come forward. That's something else that's coming up. If you're single, someone in the shadows who would like to come forward and express a feeling. Could be an air sign, actually. It could be that air sign energy. Could be a Taurus. But let's see what we have for Scorpio. Appreciation. So we have gratitude, being grateful for what you have, and the 6th chakra. Okay. So a lot of you have a feeling that something good is right round the corner. Something's about to take off. Something is about to work for you, I think, with the thinking man here as well. You have a feeling that something is coming. For some of you, it is a love match based on intellectual. For a lot of you, you're finding yourself on the same page with a partner. For others of you, you're finding that you just have this sense that things are going to be okay or something. It's kind of this sixth sense thing. Why is that so hard to say? This intuitive feeling is much easier to say, that you have a lot to be grateful for coming up, or you have a lot to be grateful for now. As I said before in the beginning, stay in the present moment. A lot of you that are single could be finding love with someone who's very intellectual, or somebody who you enjoy their humor, or you could be in a relationship with someone who you really enjoy the humor of. I'll do one more for Scorpio. Oh. Door to personal healing and happiness. That's beautiful. So, with that energy, a lot of you are stepping into a more positive outlook in general. That's one thing that's coming up for you with Mars there. Stepping into a much more positive outlook, because Mars and Gemini can be quite intense for you, Scorpio. It can feel very overwhelming, very much faced with your own emotions. We also have Athena, inner wisdom. You know what to do. Trust your inner wisdom and take appropriate action without delay. Well, that's beautiful. and the Be Strong card. You're stronger than you think you are. So whatever this new adventure is for you, Scorpio, you have an intuitive feeling about it. You know that it's going to work. You know that it's going to be good for you. And you know that it's meant to be part of your next chapter. With the Be Strong card, be confident in what you're doing. Be confident that you can make your own decisions, that you know what you want. Be confident that you're worthy of the things that you like to receive. We also have the Pillar of Light. Your vibration is rising. You are the Oracle. Aww. Your vibration is rising. I love that. Mars and water sign energy. Your vibration is rising. You're ready to put your energy into things that you like, things that you're excited about, people you're excited about, topics, all that good stuff. So if you want to get into the extended with me, Scorpio, it's going to be linked below. If not, I will see you guys soon. Bye, Scorpio.